Hey everybody, Eric here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at the brand new Sonic the Hedgehog Lego set. So I'll be building it, unboxing it, and just giving you an overall review, my thoughts and impressions on this particular kit. So without further ado, let's check it out. Okay, so before we unbox and assemble, just want to kind of give you my first impressions and what my expectations are for this particular Lego set. I'll be completely honest and say that it's been maybe 20 plus years since I've put anything Lego together, aside from some of the Lego Duplo sets that I've built for my son. So seeing an 18 plus symbol here on the box is pretty cool. So obviously if you're 17 years or younger, don't even look at this. The box contains 1,125 total pieces. I'm interested to see how long that's actually going to take me to put together. And plus, this is a representation of Green Hill Zone, the classic Sonic stage, of course. So turning over the back here, the box says it's about 14 inches long by 7 inches tall, so that's quite a sizable piece. And it looks like some of the pieces here, the set pieces here, move. And plus, Sonic has the 7 Chaos Emeralds, which is really cool. So look, first impressions, it looks really great. I'm super excited to get into it. And of course, I feel almost guilty doing so, but we buy these things to play with them, display them, interact with them, and not just keep them in the box and resell them, right? Let's get into it. When you open the box, you're greeted with 6.5 bags worth of 1,125 Legos. Taking those out of the box, you'll find the instruction manual down at the bottom. Now, this is unlike any other instruction manual I've ever seen. You can tell that they've definitely put a lot of thought and time into this one. So even looking at the first page, you have a breakdown of kind of a behind the scenes of how this particular Lego set came to be, timeline of the Sonic games over the years. I kind of found it interesting why they chose to, for example, omit like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. No mention of Sonic 06 here. I wonder why. Yeah, it's just interesting to see all these games over the years, and now it's great that we can finally build a really cool Lego set, which is paying tribute to a fantastic series that is now over 30 years old at this point. Turning the page here, you now have a look at the fan designer, Viv from the UK, as well as senior graphic designer from Lego and the Lego design manager, who are, I guess, are the people who are responsible for making this thing come to life. Oh yeah, one really cool thing that back in my day assembling Legos we didn't have, or at least that I didn't know of, was the removal tool. So we either used to have to bite the Lego pieces off or use our thumbnails if we had them. So a removal tool is very well welcomed. So the Sonic Lego set is comprised of like 6 or so different parts. You'll start by building one scene and then piece them together. So you start with the palm tree and Sonic and one of the enemies here, and then slowly as you work your way through the build, you'll start to create this scene. The one thing that I really appreciated about this is that doing Legos, things have obviously changed in like the 20 or so years since I've actually had my hands on Legos. They take into account structural integrity, and what I mean by that is poking out of, for example, like the palm tree, you'll have 2 little poles that then meet up, basically plug into the next scenario. So you build these pieces one by one, and then you just push them all together, and then obviously stitch them up with black Lego pieces along the bottom, basically to just clip everything together. So it doesn't bow or bend or whatever, like I remember some older Lego creations that I made back in the day. So this is, once it's built, it's built. You don't have to worry about it falling apart or anything like that. So you definitely know that once it's together, it ain't coming apart, so you can protect your investment and rest assuredly that your display piece is going to stay on display for as long as you choose it to. I will say, however, that I did not anticipate it to take as long as it did in the end. It was about 5 hours and 20 minutes worth of my time to do so. And this is a build that I actually streamed on my Twitch channel. So if you want to follow the Twitch channel where I do Let's Plays, just chatting, like mini radio shows, video game cover concerts, console mods and repairs, as well as some future Lego sets and model builds. It's pretty cool. We've got a lot happening there, and I do stream a couple times a week, so I think it might be worth your time. Over my 5 and a bit hours of actually putting this thing together, I have really come away with a brand new appreciation for people who put Legos together, even as a hobby, or people working behind the scenes at Lego to put these sets in our hands. So many details in this Lego set are just so fascinating. I think it's so cool how they literally have captured the magic from the Genesis. So imagine being a kid in the early 90s, having a Lego set like this. It would have been honestly the hottest toy on the market at that time. And I can tell you, even looking at this thing, it doesn't look like 1,100 or so pieces. Each a little tiny brown block, every light brown block, everything came together really effortlessly. Honestly, even when looking at the instructions and directions, if there was an issue, it was generally with me, you know, and it is easy, admittedly, to get overwhelmed, you know, reading all the directions and stuff. But remember, brick by brick, one thing at a time. And if you do make mistakes, generally you can always go back and change things, you know, relatively easily, like I did. I only ran into a few snags, and that was just a matter of me kind of getting confident and getting ahead of myself, which is not something you want to do for a Lego set that's as big as this, to me anyway. I know there's like 6,000 plus Lego sets out there that I don't even think I would even begin to tackle in my wildest dreams. Moving parts are something that I've never experienced in my time with Legos growing up. So coming to a set like this, being able to interact with like the palm trees, the spring jump, for Sonic to jump up high and grab the rings, being able to change out the screens on the televisions, meaning you can change out your power-ups. I just think that's so cool. And obviously you can display Sonic on the pedestal with the Chaos Emeralds, or you can put him directly on stage, interacting with the stage just as if you were playing the game. And you can take Dr. Eggman or Robotnik out of his ship. You can put him on the stage. Like, you know what I mean? There's just so many different ways that you can arrange this particular scene. I think it's really cool. You're not necessarily locked into that's it, you build it and it's done. You can arrange Sonic differently, you can arrange Eggman differently. I just think there's so many different possibilities here with this particular set. It's just so cool and so unique. I'm just so super glad that Lego has offered this. And I'm so glad that I bought this as well. This is going to be a great display piece that I'm going to have on probably behind me for a long period of time to come. So would I recommend that you pick this Lego set up? 100%. I think it's fantastic. Again, it's a fun build. It's a great display piece. I'm a lifelong Sonic fan, so I'm super stoked that I can have something like this. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I was almost hesitant to open it up because I feel like this is going to be one of those things that hold on to their value. And of course, as a you know, a complete in box or a sealed variant, it's going to go for quite a high number. But at the same time, it's just like you cannot take away the value of being able to appreciate something tangibly, or at least look at it visibly, you know, even on my YouTube channel here or streams or whatever. I just think this is so cool. So if you can go out and get yourself Sonic the Hedgehog Lego set, honestly, you're not going to be disappointed. Just make sure that you set aside minimum 5 hours for a build like this. Would I recommend that you stream the build as well with no breaks in between from start to finish? Probably not, but that's an issue with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you do enjoy Legos, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've built this particular set. Let me know if you want the set. Let me know if there's any sets that you're currently building or you're eyeing up. I reply to every comment. Honestly, I love engaging with you guys, and that's part of the reason why I make these videos. So thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.